Hello, my name is Fanny Zschau. I run an editorial office named Digital Diva Deluxe Media Services. And also when we got 10 years old, we founded an NGO called Digital Diva Network. And now we want to say hello to Natalie MacMahon from the Female Filmmakers Festival. Welcome, Natalie.
Thank you for the invitation. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So can you tell us a little bit about the Female Filmmakers Festival, which is upcoming in October?
Yes, of course. So we are in our second edition now. We had our first successful edition last year in June. This year we thought we'd do it a little bit later as it was so hot last year. So it's coming up at the beginning of October, from October 7 to 11, the actual edition in the cinema. And this year, because of all the different things that are happening in the world, we actually extended our program. And this time we're going to be running until the 15th with our virtual edition. So we show films live in the cinema, and we also have a virtual edition on top of that.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit more about your person? You're a filmmaker yourself and also writing scripts. What else are you doing?
Yeah, so I spend most of my time also filmmaking. I kind of work in all the different fields, but mainly I'm a director and also a screenwriter. And I work a lot with independent filmmakers from all over the world. I'm also on the side, as many people, doing other jobs such as translation, and I work in social media marketing. So like all the different creative things combined is like normally what my normal working week looks like.
So you definitely do have a passion for film and communication. Where does your passion come from? When did it start?
Yeah, so I always, when I remember it back as a child, I used to love watching films, even when they were not appropriate for my age. I spent a lot of time watching films and series. I always spent a lot of time writing stories, but originally I started as a performer on stage. I was dancing a lot, and eventually when we did different performances, the acting kind of became more important as well. So then I decided to study acting right after school, and I loved acting, and I got to know more about film in general. I was always a little bit more fascinated by film than theater, although I love live performances as well. But yeah, eventually I just wanted to create my own stories, and so I decided to become a director and screenwriter. But I'm really interested in all aspects of filmmaking, and I think it's important for every filmmaker in general just to know at least how different things work, to appreciate each other more.
Yeah. And why did you choose Berlin as your city for the festival?
Well, I've been based in Berlin for a long time, so I know the city really well. And one thing I really love about the city is that there is so much culture already, but people just never seem to get enough. There's so many film festivals about different themes and different concerts here and there, but people always go, and people always take the opportunity to get some culture, to watch films. And I think the audience here is just really thankful for different events, and you can really rely on them to come to the cinema or to come to your concert. And I love film festivals. I go to as many as possible, and I personally think there's never enough, because all the festivals are so different, the programs are different, each of them has something special and very unique. So I think there's plenty of space for more festivals.
For sure. And there's also never enough film festivals, and also never enough women, I think.
That's true.
So why do you think that women in film and before and behind the cameras are so important today?
Well, it's important that because we as women, we have certain stories that are interesting for us, our experiences, our hopes, our dreams, our fears. And it's important that we talk about it the way we see it from our point of view. And really nobody else can do it the same way that we can. So I think it's important in general that everybody gets the chance to tell their story, and that women sometimes especially don't get kind of stopped right before they are about to tell the story. So I'm really hoping that people get more opportunities to bring those unique stories on the big screens. And
Mm.
originally there weren't so many initiatives for women. It's great that there are more, but it's important just to tell people that there are more stories waiting to be told, and many of them are by women.
And as I saw, it's not only women from Berlin or German women, but it's women from all over the world. So where do your female filmmakers come from?
Yeah, so like I really thought it was important to show films from all over the world because I love all the different cultures. So last year we were already very international, and this year it's not different at all. We have films from 23 different countries, and we have, of course, many European countries in our program, many big countries, but we have films that we are especially proud of from Hong Kong, from New Zealand, from India, Vietnam, Brazil, and of course we have our Australian specials. So we really have a bit of the whole world.
I'm looking so forward to this. But now with COVID-19, you have such a lot of changes now. So how did you manage to navigate through these difficulties? And why did you choose to still be in a normal movie instead of just doing it online?
Yeah, so for us as filmmakers in our team, there's many filmmakers as well, and we know how important it is to actually present your film the way it's presented, which is on the big screen in the cinema. Everybody wants to show their films that way because it's the only way to really properly enjoy it for the audience, but also for the filmmaker to show what they really wanted to show in their films. So it's important for us because so many filmmakers told us that festivals canceled completely or everything is online, and really filmmakers generally don't like it that much, and it's discouraging. You've been working on a film for so long. So we want to do it for our filmmakers, but also for the audience, of course, because it's important to get back to normal to some extent. Of course, it's going to be safe, and we are going to do everything we can, to keep safety as our priority. But it's important that people get out of their house again and get to enjoy culture in the cinemas.
Yeah, we think so too. We're all missing this culture. So the Moviemento, where you do this, is the oldest movie theater in Germany, I think. What measurements did they take to make this safe, and what else is expecting us in the Moviemento?
Yeah, so Moviemento has been really doing a great job. I think they've been open again now for almost 3 months. They follow all the rules and guidelines they get, and we can really promise that everything is going to be safe. First of all, we got the biggest room Moviemento has to offer with the most amount of seats, and so we can really make sure that all the distance rules are respected. So we can not actually sell out the whole cinema. We can sell about 1/3 of the tickets, so everybody will have plenty of space. And masks have to be worn when walking around in the cinema, as in most places inside. But when watching the film, everybody can take off their face masks and can enjoy the film.
Yeah, sounds good. I was at a piano festival on Sunday, and this was basically the same. So, but you're not only in the movies, but also online. So what can people expect from your online things? It's not only you don't show only movies, right?
Yeah, actually, we only show some very selected films for the online edition because we've got such a big program. So we only selected some highlights that we're going to stream, but only for a very limited amount of time. But our main program will actually be different talks with filmmakers. We're going to have quite many that were not able to travel, but that wanted to be part. They would talk about their films. They would talk about certain themes that kind of connect their films, such as unusual worlds they have been building for their films, the environment, or the call for freedom. And we also have some webinars with experts from different fields. We want to give our audience the chance also to learn something new and ask their questions. We have some webinars about festival strategies, which is great for filmmakers, about social media marketing, about creative writing, and also something very exciting for many of us is our collaboration with the VRBB. We will have a panel about virtual reality and the technology that's needed to make your own VR films.
That sounds really interesting. So you found a lot of collaborators, And also you found a lot of support. Who are your supporters this year?
Yeah, so we have many supporters, local companies that are based in Berlin, but also some well-known international brands. We have, for example, Jamison, I already mentioned, VRBB. We have some supporters that also enable our podcast that we're also going to be releasing during our virtual edition, which are like different interviews with filmmakers. We have a company called Edam that make very unique cosmetics, Birlo, Cinemarket. So there's many big brands that support us in our virtual edition and during the live event. And of course, all of us that are part of the festival team put all of our time and resources into the festival as well to make it happen.
So it sounds like a real hard project. What also makes the festival different from other film festivals which just started?
Yeah, so we are very fresh and new, and we want to keep our program kind of edgy. We want to surprise people. We want to show films of all different genres, different themes, and from all over the world, of course. And especially important for filmmakers is that we really pick our program 100% from the submissions. So we don't go to other festivals and select films. We really only see what we have from our filmmakers. So it's very, I would say the chances of getting selected are higher compared to other festivals. We are very flexible in general. We're always willing to make changes and to adapt our program or to adapt our categories. We added some categories. We have for the first time now our environmentally themed films. Last year we added music videos and experimental films. So we try to always listen to our audience, to our filmmakers, and see what else could we do to make it more exciting for them.
Super. And what are your plans and hope for the futures for this festival?
Yeah, so we hope, of course, to keep supporting filmmakers. We always want to keep it in the cinema because we think live events are really important nowadays, now that we spend so much time online anyway. We hope to especially discover some new talents and help them maybe to get into their first festivals because of our festival, and try to follow up with our filmmakers that we already had at our festivals to really follow their career and support them. And of course, with our events, like the webinars we're offering this time, there will be more like that in future. We hope that people kind of get connected, they learn something new, maybe get into a different field like we are. And we hope to kind of, like inspire them that way as well.
Yeah, so we're also looking forward to be some of your connections in these film festivals, and
Yes.
for sure be there. Where can we and other people find more informations about your Female Filmmakers Festival?
Yeah, so they can always go on our website. It's femalefilmakersberlin.com. And on the website, they will basically find everything, all the links to our social media channels where we post quite regularly all the information. You will find the full program of all the films and information about each single film, and also our digital brochure and the ticket link, of course, most importantly, to get your tickets.
So where else can we get tickets? On your website, or can we also get them in the Moviemento?
Yeah, you can get them straight in the cinema. If you want to walk to the Moviemento, you can get them there. You can get them on the website of Moviemento, and we have the ticket links to the Moviemento on all of our sites. So it's sold through Moviemento mainly, but we have the links everywhere as well.
Thank you very much. So we'll sure soon meet in person at the Filmmakers Festival, and talk to you soon. Thank you very much for being over, and thanks for the interview.
Thank you so much. Have a good time and see you all at the festival.
Yeah, see you there. Bye.
Bye.